What's up, guys? NYKia31 here. Madden 13, part 2 of my 3-4 defense breakdown. And what I decided to do, I decided to have a little fun and put on my mad scientist hat. Give you guys a glimpse into my warped and twisted football mind. Is NYKia a genius, or is he simply a mad scientist that needs to be medicated and locked up? I'll let you be the judge. But, you know, I could play with the Niners or the Colts or the Ravens, but I decided to, want to tinker around and play around and convert a 4-3 team to a 3-4, and I picked the New York Giants. And, being the Jets fan that I am, I don't have any animosity towards the New York Giants. If anything, I respect and admire the Giants and what they've accomplished and how they run their franchise. I wish the Jets were just as competent and successful as the Giants were. It's not like being a Mets fan, supporting or playing with or rooting for the Yankees. That can never happen. That's not allowed. Or being a Knicks fan and liking the Brooklyn Nets, Rangers, Islanders, that kind of thing. There's no real animosity between Jets and Giants fans. If anything, Giants fans are kind of amused by the Jets, and rightfully so. And Jets fans wish they could be like the Giants. So it's really all good. But anyhow, 3-4 defense. Let's start out with the defensive line. Now, in the 3-4, you're basically asking, again, not to get too technical, 3 down linemen to do the role or the job of 4 guys. So you want to have, or you need to have, guys that are big, strong space eaters, can absorb blocks, can force double teams, can shield linebackers, can split double teams, and basically be rock solid, immovable anchors out there to help free up your linebackers and pass rushers so they don't get engulfed and neutralized. And it all starts with the big 350-pound nose tackle, Shawn Rogers. 79 overall, but he's the perfect 3-4 nose. 96 strength. Acceleration's good enough. I mean, you're only asking him to go a very short distance. Doesn't have to be Usain Bolt out there. 81 tackling, good enough. 80 hit power, good enough. 90 power move, so he has at least the ability to do a bull rush or a good power move and jolt the center back or the guard back. 88 block shedding. That's the important thing against the run. That's what you gotta have. Play recognition and pursuit are average, but if anything, he has to be a good block shedder, he has to be massive, and he has to be strong. At one defensive end, we have Chris Canty. 317 pounds, 6'7", 86 strength, a little bit more athletic than Mr. Rogers. But again, he's not going to be asked to rush the passer. If he can, it's a bonus, but he's primarily responsible for being an anchor, good tackling, good power move, good enough block shedding, good pursuit, good play recognition. He's a little bit more athletic than our nose tackle there, and he should be. But he's strong, he's big, he won't be moved easily. Even if he does get blocked, his 86 strength is going to be hard to pancake him and just detonate him off the line of scrimmage. The other defensive end, Linval Joseph. 323 pounds, 95 strength. Good acceleration. Good tackling, excellent tackling, good power move, good block shedder, good pursuer. I have him on the strong side because he's a little bit more stout than Chris Canty. So you have these 300 plus pound strong, 80 plus, block shedding, 80 plus strength behemoths there that's going to make it hard for guys to run. Trust me. I played a game where I held Arian Foster to 3 yards a carry, and another game against the Ravens where the guy basically gave up running after one drive. He just couldn't do it. and I was just playing 3-4 with no, run blitzing. You're probably asking yourself, where in the world are Tuck, Justin Tuck, and JPP? And this is where you'll probably think I'm a madman. Strong side backer, we have Jason Pierre-Paul. Suffers a bit of an overall ratings hit because he doesn't have any coverage ratings, and going from the defensive line to linebacker, he's going to have a bit of an awareness hit. But what do we need out of him? We need him to rush the passer and be an anchor on the edge, hold that edge. 82 strength, more than enough to hold up there for that role, especially with the guys that are protecting him. Good speed for that edge rush, great acceleration, great agility to make plays in space in the running game. Good enough tackling, good hit power, great pass rush move set, good enough block shedding, great pursuit. Suffers a play recognition and awareness hit because of the change of positions, but what I'm asking him to do, you can live with that. Tuck and JPP, either one or both of them are going to be coming forward at all times. If one isn't, the guy on the short side of the field, the boundary side of the field, is going to be at most asked to cover a short hook zone. No deep zones, no man coverage, nothing crazy, because that would be, as you can see, not a very good proposition. Justin Tuck on the other side. These are my edge rushers. I have him on the weak side because he's not as good a tackler and not as good against the run. Good pursuer. I like to use her in the 3-4. One of the middle linebackers, usually the guy with the worst zone coverage. In this case, Chase Blackburn, and sometimes a robber safety. See, Boley has great zone coverage. You can even start Herslick if you want, or Jaquan Williams, and check him in place of Blackburn if you want to roam around the safety, and still want to have sound zone coverage at both linebacker spots. And what this head-up allows me to do with OC backing up Tuck and Kiwanuka backing up JPP is when I use the nickel and dime sets in the 3-4 playbook, I just move JPP and Tuck inside and have Kiwanuka and OC outside. In the 3-2-6 dime and quarter, or the sub package, I will actually put either JPP or Tuck at nose tackle, kind of like how the Eagles used to use Reggie White in their diamond package, to have him right in front of there, ready to just, jolt that center and get into the backfield in pass rush situations. Giants coverage is kind of eh. Average in man coverage. Good pressers. Good in press coverage here. Very good in zone coverage. Intro rolls kind of scares me a little bit. 80 is very borderline for deep coverage safety. I'm playing mainly cover 3 split field coverage, and man 1 I want to play a Nick Saban style 3-4. And I'll show you some base setups as well as a game. The game will be coming up a little bit later. Let me show you the substitution packages. That's the trickiest thing to do. In nickel here, first in the 2-4-5, we're going to move. That's not what I want to do. Other way around. We want to move. We have Tuck. We want to have OC. No, that's not what we want. We want JPP and Tuck inside, OC and what's his name, Kiwanuka outside there. In 3-3-5, you want to go LB pass rush, get OC out of there. You can put in whichever guy you prefer. You can put in Kiwanuka. or Rivers, whoever you wish on the other side. I prefer Blackburn, it's a little bit more physical. I never used a 1-5-5 Prowse, a gimmicky defense that the game doesn't block very well. In the sub, same thing, LB pass rush. Here, OC. Blackburn. JPP. Tuck at nose. Quarter. And it doesn't take nearly as long to do as it looks. I'm just going slow just so you guys can see what's going on. OC. Pierre, Paul, or Tuck, either or. You can do this however you want. And Tuck. And same thing with 3 deep. And by the looks of things, I'm going to have to put base plays and pressures in part 3. I'm not going to have time to go over it. So this is the setup for the Giants, or a similar type of 4-3 team like the Bears. You can put Peppers in one of those outside linebacker spots and whatnot. And I will walk you through some base plays in part 3. Take care. Peace.